Hi, Jenny. Am I here at the right time? After all those frantic emails over the weekend, after which I felt really dumb. Nice to meet
Oh,
you in person.
yeah, don't feel dumb. I thought it was tricky. When I set up the meeting and I went in to register, I thought it was tricky. Can everybody hear me? Can
Yes.
everyone? Okay. I was like, oh no. I look so tired today, you guys. I apologize. I'm tired. How's everybody doing?
Much better after the full moon.
Yeah.
Energies feel kind of left.
Okay, good. I'm just exhausted. I don't really know why.
I was tired. I overslept today big time.
Yeah. Um, we had that this morning. My daughter is supposed to be at day camp, but she's got an ear infection and they were going swimming today, and I just decided we'll just stay home. So if you hear Sid the Science Kid, I'm not seeing, oh, there's only 32 people here. Well, we still have another minute. I think a lot of people signed up to have the recording because they can't make it during the day. Carmen, are you having a hard time getting in? It just keeps saying joining.
No, I just got in now. Thanks.
Okay. How's it going?
Yeah, well, really, it's really early here. It's 5 in the morning, so
Oh,
definitely,
that's
I'm
right. I forgot.
definitely not gonna put. I'm not gonna put the video on. You don't want to see this face.
Yeah, I had somebody else from Australia last time saying that you guys were discussing how you had just woken up and were keeping your cameras off. I
Hi,
totally see you.
Jenny. Hi,
Hi.
Jenny. This is Helene from California.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, I haven't talked to you for like 3 years when you did my chart.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Time flies.
it sure does.
Okay, we're almost half of us are here. Is anybody else feeling inordinately tired today? No.
Yes.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
This is about the extent of what I'm going to be able to accomplish today.
Me too. You know what, you guys, it's so terrible. My tree isn't decorated yet.
Mine neither. It has only one ornament that I just bought last week.
And mine doesn't even have one. But that's, I really just like the tree. So I figured the solstice is a good time to decorate it. I know I'm going to regret not having the lights up because I love it when they're all up. But a lot of you have had this too, all over the world. It's not COVID, but there's some other virus going around that just sort of lingers. It just hangs in there for weeks. So we've been dealing with that like since Thanksgiving. And I know a lot of you are too, because I talked to you. Anybody else have that? It's like a cold. It just lingers. Nobody?
I got sick for Thanksgiving
Yeah.
and I still feel like I'm clearing out my lungs.
Yeah, me too. That's what I mean. And it's like I'm kind of fighting it, whatever it is, off.
And in areas,
I had two friends that got bronchitis at the beginning of December, around the second second week or first week. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it's the lung stuff.
Yeah, I know people, you know, in Europe that have had this, California, we've had it.
I've been feeling it, but mostly in my gut area. And
Yeah.
these waves of kind of all of a sudden, like I hit a wall and it's just this tiredness. And then I have to just kind of chill for a little bit and then it passes. But
I think partly mine is it like my body takes so much to digest now that it kind of takes a lot of energy for me. That might be what it's happening with you too.
yeah. Yeah, I've made some changes on my diet. And I figure it is, you know, winter, the body kind of, I don't know. It got better a little bit with those changes, but
I just chalked it up to, I went to New York and I'm from the West Coast and we visited my little grandson and I immediately caught a cold from him and
Oh.
a little gift. And so we're jet lagged. So I just chalked it up to that.
Yeah, that could be part of it, obviously. Yeah. I don't have that excuse, but okay. So, I mean, we do have a lot of people missing, but that's because, like I said, a lot of people said that they would sign up and then just have the recording. So I'm going to go ahead and start. Unfortunately, I'm the one admitting people, so I'm going to keep getting interrupted, but we'll do our best. I want to mention for everybody who was in the meeting the last time we had a Zoom meeting, I talked about my daughter was having a lot of cluster seizures. I wanted to just tell you guys that she hasn't had one since that meeting. So she's doing a lot better. She has an ear infection, but you know, that's all right. Like she's not, I prefer that to seizures. So I just wanted everybody to know that. I don't really like to talk about it on YouTube. Okay, so today he actually is a lot of the cards that Metatron gave me today relate to being present in the physical body and taking care of our physical bodies. I think just in this period with Neptune and Pisces and Chiron and Aries, you know, we had the I can't breathe. And we had, remember before the pandemic, there were a lot of millennials who were getting sick from their vapes. Do you remember that? Does anybody remember that? I know because one of my daughter's friends was in the hospital with it. But we had that in the lead up to the pandemic. And I was reading an article about how just a lot of people are getting sick now, not even anything to do with COVID, just people are more sick in general. And so I think he is bringing our attention to how he's talking about the preservation of the physical body and how important it is that we keep our motors running clearly right now. And he did talk about this in the last video, that it isn't a matter of being thin or, you know, being what let's say society, the normal, like, you know, because of what we look like. It's really just taking care of our physical bodies because they're getting hammered right now. You know, anytime that we have something show up, like with us getting sick, there's some kind of imbalance somewhere. And most of the time it's that we are paying more attention to other people or what's going on around us and not, you know, focusing on our own well-being. That's just something that so many of us struggle with. So really investing time and attention in our own physical body. And as the North Node, in a couple of days, the mean node is going to cross into Taurus. The true node will finish doing that about the first week of the year. But this is going to be for everybody for 19 months. That the North Node is in Taurus, in the sign of the physical body. And that relates to Venus. Venus was turned away from the camera. Okay. Yeah, so that was a lot of the reading that he's saying, encouraging us to make an investment of time and effort and energy into ourselves. I think it's been like 2 years that he's been talking about that for everybody who watches me regularly. Because really that's always a good investment. It always comes back to us in some way. So I used Denise Jarvie, The Secret Language of Light is what he had me pull today. Her name is Denise, and then it's Jarvie. These cards are really pretty. I think we'll just do an opening. Let's just, he wants me to just invite everyone in. They're here, but let's just formally invite our teams and all of the angels that we have with us today. So we're just going to close our eyes and relax our shoulders. We're going to take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, releasing the etheric cord from the tailbone that goes down into the heart of the earth. And he's saying we're just going to draw sustenance from the earth. We're just going to witness, I will witness for you the white pearly iridescent light coming up through the cord and reaching the root chakra. A lot of you should feel yourself being pulled down, anchored is what he's saying. Gonna anchor in there to the earth. We're going to invite our teams, the angelics, the star beings, the soul family members, and the ancestors who are always with us, that we're able to feel them in each of our presence. We're going to invite Kuan Yin, Zadkiel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and now they're showing me kind of like an overcrowded room that I won't be able to list each of them individually, but Azrael is here as well as Gabriel. We're going to just surrender everything of lower ego, everything relating to worry, to doubt, to questioning our own voice. You could say yes if that's okay. And we'll just allow the Holy Spirit to speak to each of us. Okay, and so it is. Okay, so I don't know, for those of you that were in the last meeting, I thought it was amazing when I was holding up the cards last time. Like when I held up the card Beloved, I was holding the card and right next to it was Venus. Like every card that I pulled, it was not always in the same place, but the colors always melded and the angels that were appropriate for that card were showing. It was pretty crazy. Maybe if you go back and watch it, you'll see what I mean. But I enjoyed watching it because I did not remember what the angels had said. So we have Nourish. This image consists of your soul star, Gaia, the soul of Earth, and the divine cleansing that is expanding the love of all. Honor your temple, your body, for it is the physical manifestation of your soul. In doing so, you honor Earth, for she is the physical manifestation of Gaia. Do not judge your environment or your body. Just be discerning about what you focus on and digest what feels helpful. Gaia knows how grateful you are because you are here. She wants to remind you that worthiness and ease are your birthright. You are creating beauty, intimacy, and deeper connections with Gaia and your higher self just by playing on Earth. Feel Gaia's loving embrace everywhere, in nature, a backyard, a potted plant, or your mind's eye. If there is something you want to change or change about your or Gaia's body, Connect with your soul and be inspired by a new path that will lead you to your desire. On this planet, all is forever moving into more and more love. And, it's just like the shadow serves the light. We're moving to a place of more and more love, even if what we see on television or, in the media, on social media tells us differently. When we are individually connecting with each other at the grocery store, the gas station, people are always quick to help each other and to be kind to one another. We aren't really at odds all the time. So it's important for those of us who are in this, in this state of coming to awakening and being guided by the light, to hold onto Metatron is saying the promise, the treasure, that we are succeeding in bringing the light forward. And what else were you going to say about that? Just that, with all of the earth changes, that the earth has always, he's mentioning, gone through big changes, that sometimes come about with a calamity, but that the earth always survives. And he's saying that, we can feel secure in the fact that the earth is going to survive, that humanity is going to survive. And he's talking about how many people now are in fear, and legitimate for a lot of people, especially as this, I don't remember how to pronounce the latest variant, but it is, because it spread so quickly. My friend in Italy was saying, because they're ahead of us with this variant, that a lot of the younger children now who cannot be vaccinated are getting sick. So, we really, let's hold space without allowing ourselves to be dragged down by it, because I think it's going to be, he's saying, a particularly trying phase, what is coming, right? So that's just something to keep in mind that he wanted me to mention. And then he's talking about disassociating ourselves from fear, or he's talking about parables of fear, like stories that people conjecture, that people are putting out there in the airwaves. And then he's also actually talking about now, maybe he's talking about drawing back from social media, and just websites, or platforms that tend to talk about the fear more than the light, or call attention to it, like for purposes of drama, is what he's saying. Okay, and then the next card is alignment. A covenant of mind, body, and spirit. Your soul is your biggest fan. It knows the truth of you and loves you unconditionally. It is continuously streaming this information to you. To tune in, your mind, body, and spirit must all agree in the now. Do this by meditating, focusing on your soul name, enjoying something you love, or having a nap. It is not up to your soul to zap you into alignment. Its job is to maintain your soul station so you have a frequency to tune into. The nature of physical life is to create and expand. Sometimes life experiences will pull you out of alignment so you can understand these experiences from a different angle. When you are out of alignment, you will automatically ask questions and want to create something different. Through this process, you gain clarity about your passions. Being out of alignment can feel awful. It is easy to blame a person or situation when we feel bad, but instead of asking why something is happening, take a breath, return to neutral, and ask what you can create from the situation. And remember, your soul is a consistent, loving home you can return to always. So we're going to do work with forgiveness and releasing grudges and resentments toward people too, because Kuan Yin is a lot about grace. And so we want to, pull in that energy of grace for people who have wronged us and have hurt us so that we can heal from it. And then another romance card. Embrace your soul to reveal a partner. A new encounter or a deepening of an already existing union will profoundly change the way you perceive unconditional love. Chemistry between two people does not mean they are life partners. You have entered each other's life to awaken, expand, and open your heart so wide that they may never close again. It may last for a moment, a season, or a lifetime. Time is not necessary to shift the cogs of your heart and feel the absolute ecstasy of you. A moment can open you to euphoria. The purpose of a soul relationship is to mirror your love and light and melt away any hard edges or walls you have built. Whatever is mirrored will intensify. Love and peace will feel bigger, but so will fear or pain. This reveals any wounds that holds us away from love so we can heal them and embrace more of the love we already recognize. And really, I mean, anybody can find a partner, right? Not that hard to find a partner, but it's really when we come into that place of oneness with our own higher selves or our soul, that's when we are in that feeling of, what did she call it? Euphoria within ourselves, about ourselves, and loving ourselves that way, that is what calls in a partner who is worthy of or capable of having that relationship, that full connection between two people. And the next one is soul craft. It says, life happens from you, not to you. The thoughts, ideas, and topics you incessantly discuss are crafting your life. So focus on ones that make your heart smile. You are ready to receive answers from your soul about any topics, thoughts, or ideas you want to change. Be wise in your crafting, and the path of least resistance will call you. Different soul vibrations will inspire different actions. If you are feeling tired, your inspired action will be to rest or sleep. If you are feeling love, you will be inspired to do things that emulate love in your day. We all sense with our soul, but often override it with the rational mind. Trust your soul is bringing you the most up-to-date information. And it's important to remember that typically when we're hearing from our soul, it's really not like a loud audible voice. It's kind of like the voice that's always been there, and that maybe we just haven't recognized it as that. And as we go further along in our journey, things will come up just so that we're able to discern, is that my fear speaking or is that my soul? And I think that that's going to be, a lot of us are going to be in, he's talking about training in that way in this next period. Like the way that he's showing it now, it's actually like a 3 to 4 month period. So doing a little discernment checkup, I guess. And then expansion. Travel at your own speed of light. Are you keeping up with your life and all you want to create? Or are you holding yourself back with ifs or buts? You limit your life through your beliefs. Everything you say and everything you do becomes true for you and is the platform on which you build your life. The playing field of life is unlimited and loving. You are an unlimited, loving, and wondrous part of creation. You are perfect right here, right now. You are different, and therefore think differently to last week, last year, last decade, and yet you will always be you. What you are observing is your view. It is neither right nor wrong, but a way to become clearer about what you like and don't like, so you can choose what to focus upon. The events and experiences of your life will grow in meaning as your consciousness expands. Learn to focus and dance in time with the energy and speed of your desires, and they will arrive easily in surprising and satisfying ways. So we still are waiting for that last Uranus Saturn square coming up in a few days. And then, we're like deciding, and for a lot of people, this was with the physical body because Uranus is in Taurus, but he's saying under construction in some area, even if they aren't perceiving it that way right now, that we're getting ready for the reconstruction. And, Saturn is the builder. He's the one that teaches us how to take slow, methodical steps in moving forward so that we're able to create. He's saying to spin the wheel and decide, what direction it is that we are going to go in. We're going to be doing, when we do the forgiveness piece, we cleanse the soul fragments when there is a resentment. And a lot of times it can be just toward ourselves because we took on a really, challenging lesson that was painful. But when it's between us and another soulmate, we cleanse the soul fragments through the light, and they come back to each person. Because when we blame someone, we are giving them power over us. A lot of times people will say, like, this person put this in my space. We had this argument. It's really the only way that can happen if there is a resentment that's allowing that door to be open so that we're susceptible to it. That it's kind of like it looks like a little tear in our aura. If we're constantly having thoughts about a person and unable to let go of something from the past, it makes us susceptible. We aren't all snug in a bug in our little aura. We want to make sure that he's saying reclaim our autonomy, and through forgiveness and having grace and compassion. So I'm just asking him now if we're going to go through and remove those stories. I think honestly, because I am tired, I'm probably going to look back in the book because he was speaking to me about this before we got on, but I didn't write everything down. And I'm always channeling. I should explain for those of you who haven't had a session with me, a one-on-one session, that when we go through and remove the stories, there are so many different levels and aspects of us. Like when I'm in a one-on-one session with someone, I see them and I see around them a crowd of them, little white energy bodies. So when we remove the stories, they come from all of the different levels and aspects. And if we are truly in a place of forgiveness, a lot of times with a resentment or a grudge that maybe started lifetimes ago, because we did what, this person did now to us kind of thing. And we are filled with regret and resentment toward ourselves. So we kind of recreate it in our next experience. It can actually alter the DNA when we hold on to a grudge or anger or really like guilt that we feel for, because of our part in it. So when there are DNA changes, when we do these story removals, it's important that you drink a lot of water and focus on staying grounded, get enough sleep and drink plenty of water, because those changes need to integrate. I had somebody message me after the last meeting and say that she was really dizzy, and the angels did do grounding afterward, but we have to be like open to it. If we're all like tensed up, they can't, put us completely comfortably into the body. So we're going to, do that for sure. Grounding, more grounding than we did last time, because some people had problems with that after. Did anyone have a question about what I just said about removing the stories and the different levels and aspects that they come from? I thought he was telling me that someone had just a basic question. Nobody wants to ask? Okay. And then when the stories are pulled, we don't leave a vacuum there, obviously. So we do downloads to replace those stories, and those create like a new neural pathway kind of thing in the brain. So yeah, really important that we get enough rest. Now, as we'll do the meditation that takes us into the Creator's vibration of pure unconditional love and light. And what he's showing me is that while we're, doing the meditation and doing the work, some of you may feel adjustments being made. He's saying that it's not going to be anything that makes you feel uncomfortable at all, but you may see different rays. The angels, of course, are the rays. So you may see different rays of colors in your space. Asriel is red, like this mouse. If you see red, and Kuan Yin, I associate with pink, because the first time that I found her online, I think somebody had told me that she was with me. And so I Googled her, and there was somebody had a website about a mantra to say and to imagine the color pink. And then I felt her come into my presence. So we are going to do that with her. And of course, Sananda, whose earthly birthday we celebrate this week. Of course, he was born during the census, which is in the springtime at Passover, but we celebrate it now. And there were other myths, legends. Messiah is born to a virgin around the time of the solstice, when the light. So in the southern hemisphere, this is the day that they have the most light, the longest day. And then in the northern hemisphere, we celebrate the light returning and the days getting longer now going forward. This is like the new year, because like I said, there's calendars, a lot of different calendars, but we've always gone by the planets. So we're going to release a lot of, he's just calling it baggage, due to stress or strain, everything that's been going on in the last year. A lot of people have really been struggling lately, and, feeling lonely, just kind of fed up with the whole situation that we're in. So we'll see what he would like to remove for that. So does nobody has anything to ask? I don't know why that keeps coming to me. If somebody just doesn't want to say something, but
Hey,
okay.
Jenny, I
Yeah.
have a question. When we go through this, will this help remove the repeating of things we are trying to let go of but seem to not change? Certain thoughts that keep overtaking us when we just don't have any real control, because like I have dreams where I constantly dream the same thing and the same outcome. And it's like it doesn't change, it doesn't move forward.
I mean, I would just ask for guidance on why it's not changing. Like, what is because, we're our own, nobody stops us but us. So there has to be a lot of times, like what I was going to say with the different aspects and levels, is that there can be a belief because of something that happened to an ancestor hundreds of years ago, where we have a good reason for holding on to something, for not letting go, for allowing ourselves to be free of it. A lot of times, in the subconscious, there's something that when we hear consciously that we've been holding on to, we think it's ridiculous, but it made perfect sense back in that time. So with all of the different aspects and levels, like you're saying, sometimes one of them doesn't quite take it because it has a reason. It's getting paid off in some way. Is it like an unforgiveness towards someone?
It is, but it's like I've already forgiven that person, but because of the situation that it's put me in and I'm trying to deal with it, it sort of just constantly comes up because of daily life, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just a remembrance that I can't seem to get rid of and just say, let go and goodbye.
I'm just listening to him. Okay, so we'll throw in something about strength coming from the grudge. So we'll add that, but that's why he asked you to say something, because it's not just you.
Right.
That's like so that's why he was encouraging you, he's saying, to speak up.
Thank you.
Jenny, do you have a diagram of the different, like the different gateways or like the Earth Star, where they're all placed as you go through?
I'm glad you brought that up, because there's not one. You mean like the chakras within the body, or the chakras in the earth?
Well, I know the chakras in the body, but whenever we do sessions, there's more that you talk about that I just kind of say, okay, I guess my spirit knows what those are.
No, I really don't. I do it's the stellar gateway, then the soul star, solar star, then soul star. I'm used to doing it quickly. So it's the stellar gateway, the solar star, the soul star, then the crown star, and then the crown chakra. So, and then under the feet, that is the earth star. So the earth star looks like a pentagram. It's maybe like 10, 12, I don't know. It can be 6 too. Like, let's say 6 to 12 inches under the feet. It spins, it's bronze, and it's got a pentagram on it when I see it. In the class that I'm going to edit in January, I did show everyone the higher chakras, Catherine. So, and a lot of people that have been doing this for decades told me like, oh, that's the first time I saw the higher chakras. So, because I'm just holding space. So, and then, she talked about the soul star. Have you guys ever seen the picture of that? There's a tree, it's like a fall leaves, foliage on it, and you can see the sun coming through, and it's got about 1 million points of light. Has anybody seen that on social media? That picture's gone around for a couple of years now. That's what the solar star looks like. I wish I had it with me, but it's in my living room. What's the soul star? The soul star looks like the drop of an ocean, because we're the entire ocean in one drop. That's the idea. And that's what the soul star looks like. And it looks a lot like the Michael painting behind me, the colors, but more of the lighter blue. But you can still feel them. And really like the way that he's talking about it. And I've noticed in this last week going into people's spaces that the earth stars need a little dust off. So I'm sure we'll do that now, because he's really focusing on connecting to the physical body. So, it's kind of like just humanity wide. God is out there in heaven, right? Up there. So a lot of us tend to come out of our body to get there. And it's really just a habit. We don't need to do that. We can go within and do it. Yeah. So did I answer your question, Catherine?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. Does anybody else want to ask anything?
I do. If I've been told that my DNA's been upgraded twice. The last time was last October, and I felt an electric current. Felt my body buzzing. If that, and I was told my DNA was upgraded. So if that happens, that means I've forgiven or
I mean, we can't,
changed the story.
yeah, I mean, like I said, anytime we alter a belief or an old story, then yeah, we shift our DNA. Yeah. You know, and if there is something that we can't, and I'm not, you know, I was gonna say, I can't remember who brought up the holding on to stuff, but there's somebody in my life that stuff comes back to me about that I have to let go every day. I mean, you know, it happens.
Okay.
And it can feel like it's unfair. But yeah, Leslie, it's, you know, pretty much every healing that you have is you're going to have an upgrade to the DNA. Anytime that we're, you know, releasing ourselves from just an old story that's, like I said, anchored in the physical body, like God is outside of us. That's pretty, you know, everybody comes in with that because it's part of human thinking. Hopefully with this generation being born now, they'll have less of an issue because Gen X really we weren't big on taking our kids to church every week, right? And so they weren't as exposed, which I'm grateful for. I used to feel so guilty about not taking them to church all the time. And now I'm like, thank God. Because it is just a, you know, misnomer that God exists outside of us. That's the biggest, it's the lie of separation, that we're separate from the creator. Yeah. So anybody else did I answer that, Leslie? Okay. Anybody else before we?
Yes. Can you say the order of the chakras one more time, please?
It's the stellar gateway, the solar star, the soul star, the crown star, and then the crown chakra. And it'll be in my class and I'll describe and we'll, you know, talk about how those connect us different ways. And, you know, it's good when you have that kind of experience because then you can tell when people are, you know, channeling from a lower place or if they're legitimately channeling from the higher octave. So, okay, let us do the meditation and then we'll begin removing the stories. And I'm going to just tell you guys that because I'm tired, okay, well, he's saying that it isn't solely for that reason, but he said we're going to just take it a little bit, you know, slowly, like as I'm channeling these things through, as he's giving me, you know, what to say and what to remove, because I'm holding space for all of you. And so I'm listening to, you know, what is being said to make sure everybody gets the healing done. Do you know what I mean? Like different people have different hangups with stuff. So in our subconscious, I'm going to put my glasses on because my eyes are a little strained today, I guess. Okay. So now we're going to put our feet on the floor and it, you know, you don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. But we're going to put our feet on the floor and our hands on our thighs. We're going to relax our shoulders and close our eyes and release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Taking a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. As we exhale through the mouth, we'll release the etheric cord from the tailbone. It goes down into the heart of the earth, settling in there. So we're just gonna, everyone relax our physical bodies, and Metatron and your team is going to gently place your vibration all the way within the physical house of your body. You could say yes, if that's okay. And you'll feel that like in your seat. And then we're going to focus about 20 inches above our heads in the stellar gateway. We're witnessing the vibration of Archangel Metatron expressing as the rainbow rays, filling the stellar gateway, moving into the solar star, the soul star, the crown star, the crown chakra, so filling the pineal gland, moving forward to the amygdala, the third eye, as it moves back to the Alta Major at the base of the brain, filling the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, the root chakra, fully expressing the portal of the root chakra, the rainbow rays spiraling down through the legs, moving through the bottoms of the feet, coming into the earth star then spinning and draining away any stuck or stagnant energy from your fields, any stuck chi, any debris, meaning anything that does not belong to you. You could just say yes, down into the earth as the rainbow rays rise up through your aura, filling the stellar gateway and moving down the center to the earth star and up to the stellar gateway and down again, creating a torus field of Metatron's warm rainbow rays within your space. I'm going to witness as the creator clears, aligns, harmoniously balances all of your chakras. We're going to ask the creator to integrate harmoniously the masculine and feminine vibrations within us, healing any divisions, he's saying. Just say yes if that's okay. We're going to ask the creator to change our definition of balance for all aspects and all levels of our truth to match the creator's highest truth and wisdom of balance. You could say yes if that's okay. Balancing the four directions so that he's saying we're equally dispersed throughout our body, so that we have our feet firmly planted and we're all the way dwelling in the bottoms of our feet. And as that torus field of rainbows continues in our space, we're going to watch our auras expand and watch any holes or tears in our aura being sealed, closed up. And then witnessing within those rainbows, the tiny sparks of white light, dancing through the rainbows, watching them multiply and grow, expanding until they are all connected and meeting as you dissolve into and become the light, allowing the creator's pure unconditional love to flow throughout every quark of your being and every cell of your body. And you can just make the statement, I am the light of creation. I am the light of creation. I am the light of creation. So we're going to ask the creator to please remove the story and any cursings or curses that go along with shame, holding shame in the physical body. You can say yes, if that's okay. Any manifestations of shame or unworthiness taking place within the physical body, we're going to just ask the creator to please download any unnecessary bacteria or viruses, and the necessary bacteria and viruses with worthiness. You could say yes, if that's okay. That your physical body knows what it feels like, that it is perfect and worthy and deserving of all good things. You could say yes, if that's okay. And where we have been listening to disharmonious connections to the body, so like an overgrowth of parasite or a virus that's unnecessary for the body that has caused us to change. He's talking about our diets and therefore the chemistry of the brain. We're going to ask, and this would be like sugars, our number one addiction, starts when we're young for most of us, but for humanity anyway, we're going to just ask the creator to please, he's saying to genetically and harmoniously change our desires. You could say yes, if that's okay. That it can be done in a harmonious manner. He's saying, like, you know, we don't want to make ourselves feel like we're being strict or restricting ourselves in any way. It isn't something, he says, that needs to change overnight, but just asking for pleasant tastes, like that can be our experience when we have sustenance that is what the creator says healthy and nourishing for our physical body. You could say yes, if that's okay. And then as well, our countenance. So you could say yes, if that's okay. And I know that it sounds strange, but a lot of times, because we're exchanging energy with things like sugar or fat, because we're consuming it, a lot of times we marry those things because there is the DNA, or he's saying the genetic connection. We're going to ask the creator to simply dissolve any bonds of marriages or any gifts that any of us are giving to something outside of us, such as sugar or a habit that the creator says is without nourishment for the physical body. You could say yes, if that's okay. And then we'll just cleanse and return the soul fragments. Let's ask the creator to download all aspects and all levels of our truth, matching the creator's highest truth and wisdom, that being fully present in the physical body brings stability and strengthens our connection to Mother Gaia. Say yes, if that's okay. We're going to ask the creator to download every cell of the physical body with what it feels like to be cherished, honored, and appreciated. You can say yes, if that's okay. And then we're just going to ask the creator to please heal and cleanse anything of shadow relating to a distorted perception of the physical body, and where appreciation has been absent for the physical body, that has brought sadness to our countenance, he's saying. So you could just say yes, if that's okay. We're going to ask the creator to download all aspects and all levels of our truth, that it matches the creator's highest truth and wisdom of alignment with mind, body, and spirit. You could say yes, if that's okay. And just like I remind people in sessions, in a lot of these healings, he is addressing the subconscious. So I'm saying things sometimes that, or he repeating things that he says that you already understand and know consciously, but this is going to be for the subconscious. We're going to ask the creator to please heal and remove the story that surrendering to the soul negates or does away with the ego. You could say yes, if that's okay. We're going to ask the creator to change our definition, perspective, and understanding of what it means to die to the flesh or to the self to match the creator's highest truth, perspective, wisdom, and understanding of what it means to simply surrender and allow ourselves to surrender control to spirit, that all aspects and all levels of our truth match the creator's highest truth and wisdom, and releasing what it is that the creator says is beyond our control. You could say yes, if that's okay. We're going to ask the creator to download all aspects and all levels of our truth, matching the creator's highest truth and wisdom, that you are in control and in charge of your choices and creating your own reality, that all aspects and all levels of your truth match the creator's highest truth and wisdom, with how to do that through harmonious cooperation between yourself and the source of all that is. Say yes. And he's showing me expansions of our teams individually, our personal teams, as well as collectively. And he's actually mentioning that all of the souls that have recently passed are back in full force and united in a way of helping us and encouraging us, uplifting us. You could say yes if you'd like to feel that around you, so that you can be conscious of your team of supporters. Let's ask the creator to download all aspects and all levels of your truth, matching the creator's highest truth and wisdom, that you're worthy and deserving of feeling supported, that there is nothing that you can do to gain or to lose support. The support is always there for you, and you choose to utilize feeling supported, acknowledging and knowing that your soul has gathered fierce warriors on your behalf, and all of the aspects of you that in the roles that you played as the fierce warrior, that you have what it takes within you, and that you are capable of changing what you are, he's saying, undesiring of in your life, and bringing to fruition your own dreams and goals in this time. Just say yes, if that's okay. And then we're going to invite Mother Kuan Yin, is what she's saying, into our presence. She's saying, alight our hearts and ignite our hearts, that we are able to feel the excitement, the promise, and the feeling of adventure that we had as souls before we incarnated in this timeline. The excitement, and she's saying the pleasure that we felt imagining what it was that we would accomplish, who we would meet, who we would share love with, who we would share family with, and who is precious to us. You could say yes, if that's okay. And she's placing what she is calling a diamond star. It is a star, and it's got so many different facets for those of you who can see. And she's showing it almost as if she's tucking it into a shirt pocket, but it's going into the vibration of our heart chakra. So we'll just thank her for that. And then she is going to remove, she and I see Michael and Raphael are going to remove restrictions of burdens and baggage, regrets, guilt that we're carrying, or she's saying sharing with another. You could say yes, if that's okay. We're going to ask the Creator to remove the story that a grudge serves to like facilitate our strength, our becoming stronger, and release that to the light of creation. You can say yes for whomever it is that you may be holding a grudge against, or if there's something unknown that we are each holding against ourselves, you can say yes if that's appropriate for you. And then Kuan Yin is saying we're going to ask the Creator to download all aspects and all levels of our truth, that it matches the Creator's highest truth and wisdom, that we are redeemed from the past, and that it's unnecessary to continue to punish ourselves or berate ourselves. And anytime that we have missed a mark where we think we needed to be at this place now and we're still back here, she's going to ask, she's going to fill us with grace. To know what it means to honor yourself, to have grace for yourself, to honor and cherish your magnificent soul who honors and cherishes you, that you are one with your soul. There is no separation. You say yes, if that's okay. Okay, and then we're going to just, Azriel now is going to step into our individual spaces. And he's saying, help us to focus on aligning fully and being fully present in the physical body. So if you just relax your body and kind of ease back into the chair that you're sitting in so that you can fully feel your vibration within your physical body. And he's giving us, he's saying a brand new set of keys to a brand new vehicle. And he means our physical body. Let's ask the Creator to download all aspects and all levels of our truth, that it matches the Creator's highest truth and wisdom of expansion, and what that means in the like metaphysical or like our consciousness expanding. That our human bodies, he's saying, don't necessarily need to follow in doubling in size or expanding in any way. You can say yes, if that's okay. He's actually mentioning that that those of us who are more than sensitive, he's saying like very sensitive, that we are feeling a lot of the fear of food insecurity. And so it's causing people to overeat, or he said we're feeling like the trauma that's happening to humanity, to so many around the planet. Let's just ask the angels now to please send love and healing to all of those struggling to breathe today. You could say yes, if that's okay. And love and light and grace, Azriel is saying, for our fellow man, for those caught in the illusion of fear, that we know what it means to have grace for them, and that in honoring where they are, really, that we honor our own soul's path. You could say yes, if that's okay. And now Azrael is just going to place us completely back into the physical body. Everybody's heart is pink. I'm seeing all of your heart chakras as pink now. Kuan Yin's energy there. So we're going to cleanse and return the soul fragments for anywhere that we have ceded power to anyone or anything outside of ourselves, even through like making the statements, being controlled by the government or being afraid, just the fear of having free will choice, which will never disappear from the planet, taken from you. He's saying you can say yes, if that's okay. And then I can see Azrael putting red, lighting the root chakra, he's saying. Okay, everybody, you can open your eyes. Does anyone have anything to share? Catherine?
I feel better.
Yeah? Catherine, what did you think?
It was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff in my solar plexus. Did anybody else get that?
Did you feel it like getting harder or?
It was funny because I feel a lot of energy and things going, but then all of a sudden it felt like there must have been an adjustment or something. And I all of a sudden like sat up taller and it felt lighter in that area. First it contracted and then there was a lighter feeling.
Okay. Does anyone else want to share?
Yeah, I do. That was really beautiful.
Who is this?
This is Lisa Suzanne.
There you are. See, I can't choose who I'm seeing on camera.
Okay.
I can only see like 4 of you at a time, and it's just different people that come up. So.
Okay. Well, thank you. That was just beautiful, and I feel so much lighter. I was sick for the past 2 days. I'm better today. With hopefully, it just seemed like a regular cold.
Yeah.
And I was really irritable. I was just getting angry. My 6-year-old granddaughter lives with us. I was barking at her, barking at my husband, and feeling really bad and guilty, really bad about me because I was just being such a, nasty person.
I don't know what that's like, Lisa. I don't know.
So I'm better today. But this meditation, I just feel I see in my mind's eye the pink around my heart, and I feel my whole nervous system is just softened, and I can feel the presence of all the masters that you called in, and it's just so reassuring and calming and bringing me back to reality, real reality.
Yeah.
So anyways, lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. I want to just mention that Mars South Node is real. It is. I mean, people are, temperamental, cranky. It makes us cranky.
Yeah, I've been feeling very cranky, and that's good to know that I'm not the only one, that I may be influenced by something, astrological going on or something.
Yeah.
That helps. Yeah, good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Does anybody else want to share any experience?
I'd like to share. This is Martha.
Hi, Martha.
So in between, when we received the star, which I saw going into the heart, and it was very soft but very bright. And after that, Astral was it that lit the fire in the root chakra. I saw like there was a red cloak, that cherry just, and I was feeling kind of this red. So I was feeling like there was something not moving on my back. So of course, I release, which is usually what happens. But then I received that red cloak, and it's like very cozy, very warm, very comforting. So that was very, very nice.
Oh, nice.
And thank you. Of course, that pink is amazing.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, this is Renee.
Hi.
Hi. I felt like pink peony opening in my heart, and it was just beautiful. I just felt all like glow, and thank you so much.
I love that. I love peonies.
Yeah, I got a message like to get a picture of one for my office to keep reminding me to keep. Oh, it's like time release opening.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Jenny.
Yes.
Jenny, Grace. Thank you. Wonderful. Just want to say a lot of energy around the head. Like really, when we were focusing on the chakras, I could feel a lot of adjustment, and just a lovely thanks for the new car keys, because mine was feeling a bit worn out.
Yeah.
New body car keys. Yes.
Yes. It's funny, before I started doing these meetings, I had a dream and my team was putting a crib together. And I was like, I knew something new was about to be birthed, but I didn't know what it was. And I kind of had that feeling with the car too, with the new vehicle, that he is giving us the keys and now we create, the new vehicle. Right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
With that, this is Martha again. I saw tiny little keys, like the old styled keys of, like big doors going into like all of the cells. It was so cute.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like skeleton keys.
Can I say hi?
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Do you want to go?
No, you go first.
I just wanted to say thank you very much, and this is Julia. I don't know if you can see me.
No,
Hi.
I can't, Julia.
This is my first time to one of your meetings. When you were going through the higher chakras, I was getting kind of cold shivers down me, which is really unusual for me, because usually I just heat up, like I get energy through my hands and I just kind of explode with heat. Whereas I was getting, I'm still getting it now. It's like I've got goosebumps. It's like I think that they just kind of kept like sending something else that I don't usually get. I mean, in a really good way. I was yawning so much and everything was shifting, and then when Kuan Yin came in with the star, I'm wearing a necklace at the moment, which I don't usually wear, which is actually a mirror on one side, but on the other side, it's kind of like it's a mirror that's a point, so it turns into a multi-dimensional star.
Oh,
and
wow.
It's sitting on my heart chakra.
Oh, wow.
And it was under my jumper, and before we started I thought, is it on the outside? And I tucked it underneath. So when you said it's tucked in the pocket, I was like, that's literally where I tucked it. And I don't usually wear it. So yeah, it was really beautiful, and I really appreciate all of it, to all of you and all of them, and thank you.
Oh, good. Does anyone else have anything to share? It's 111 here right now.
Hi, it's Claire. My camera's not on. When you did the star, it was amazing. It was like I had 3 stars, one in my forehead, my throat, and my heart.
Oh, wow.
It was mad, because you were saying the star and I could feel it heavily on my forehead, and then my throat, then my heart. So I don't know if it moved down or I got 3. I don't know.
It looks to me like 3.
3. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
3 for the price of 1. Thank you so much. I was buzzing all the way through. I've been doing work on my energies and on my body for a while, just the last couple of days, making it lighter and clearer. And it was just another level on top of that. It was brilliant. Thank you so much.
Good. Yeah, I was surprised. He brought up a lot of the stuff was about the physical body today.
Jenny, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. It's Fatima.
Hi, Fatima. I knew who it was.
Yeah, because I've been working on the physical body a lot more. I actually went running this morning, and it's almost counterintuitive. People don't think that spirituality is physicality, No, it's very, very physical.
Oh yeah. You can't stay in that, like I talked about how I came to that moment of complete clarity where I was there, man. I was fully and of course I started laughing and I was like, oh, I want to do that again. When you come to that place, and then you realize like, oh, I've done this many times before. But then when I stopped with self-care, because I got really busy with work and I was seeing clients 7 days a week, and I did it to myself. I completely let it, I mean, it's a lot of us. Patrice, who's going to speak next, I know, she's got a 6th house sun, and a lot of us with a lot of 6th house, or depending on what's happening with your Mercury and your Virgo, it's really a challenge to put yourself first. It is. That's my biggest challenge, really. And it sounds silly, but it's a challenge for me. And when we don't, it goes. It just goes. We can't hold the vibration, when our physical bodies are sad. It just can't work.
Or not healthy,
Right.
and health is.
They're sad, yeah, because they're not being nourished and nurtured appropriately.
Yeah. And I really felt the rainbow ray. I'd never really seen the colors or felt the colors before. And there's a difference. I wanted to say that last time. I've had sessions with you before, and there's a difference of energy going through you when it's in a group.
Yeah.
You've probably done this with the Emerald Fire meetings, perhaps.
Yes.
The group, it's like with you individually, it's like taking a shower of energy. And in a group, it's like going under a waterfall. It's really interesting. Another type of energy.
I know. I like it too. I really like doing this. I just have to. They're purposely not telling me because I can't have one more thing on my plate right now. But I know that this is where I'm going, because this is what I asked for too. Instead of like focusing so much on one-on-one, I'd like to do group, maybe not this large a group, but group like weekly kind of thing. But I haven't gotten, because I really could teach a lot of different things, and I don't know what it's going to be. That's really not up to me anyway. Patrice,
but it's great. It's really great.
I'm glad. Thank you, Fatima. And I'm really glad you could make it too.
Yeah. Hi. So I, the head, the throat, and the heart, when you did all that, I just, I've been sick for over 2 weeks, and I had to stop medication on Saturday because I felt like I had a forest fire through my body with the antibiotics just burning me up. So I still have some congestion, but my God, I had an explosion. Luckily, I was off screen and out, but literally I had a coughing fit so bad I had to stand up, and it just all cleared out. Oh my God. I almost passed out. It was that much of a release. It was
good, Patrice. That's good news.
So I'm feeling a little bit better.
Good. Yeah. Patrice is one of the people I was talking about that's had this kind of lingering thing like me. Anybody else have anything to share?
Hi,
Oops.
Sorry.
No problem, Kelly. Go ahead.
This is my first group thing. I've had one session with you, Jennifer, but I'm on my way to get a biopsy in a couple of hours. So this was really helpful to get me calmed down and get in that frame of mind to go through that. So.
Oh, Kelly, I feel that. I felt that when you're talking. So take, all of the strength that you have coming from source, from all of us, and you love and support, and we will definitely be thinking of you. What a rough week to have that going on top of the holidays and everything too.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Are you going to be in for a while, or will you just be there and come out?
It's just a outpatient thing, so I'll be back. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, good timing for you then. I'm glad you got in for the meeting.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, guys.
Anybody else?
Hey, Jenny.
Okay. Who's going first?
Yes. Well, this is Raina. And hi, just wanted to tell you, I didn't have any visions,
but my body was tickling everywhere, especially crown chakra. I still have it. It's like a little heavy and tickling still. And it was a wonderful experience. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good.
Hey, Jenny, this is Lori. You know, when you talked about the toric field, I could just really feel that. And I did feel it getting bigger, and I just felt the energy moving throughout the whole meditation. But I just wanted to tell you a funny thing at the very end when you talked about, you know, the red fire in the root chakra. I heard light fire under your butt.
I've heard that myself many times.
Yes. So.
Yeah, if we have a lot of Scorpio and Taurus, then yeah, that typically we need that every once in a while. I love that my flowers stayed. I put them in my garage so that they would stay as pretty as they were for the video. You can't see them as much on camera, but I think they're so beautiful. Kuan Yin helped me to choose those. All right, guys, should we sign off then?
Jenny, I just want to say one thing. This is Kelly, the other Kelly. You worked with me a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I really felt this one. I was very triggered, like, since the full moon. I'm serious. I got triggered with this new moon, whatever. But I saw the Taurus field that you were talking about.
Awesome.
And I'm feeling very, very relaxed and very much better than I was.
Good, yeah. Yeah, I feel very relaxed too.
So thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on a weekday, week of Christmas, because I know everybody is busy with stuff. And I'm really happy to hang out with all of you guys again. I really love doing this so much. So he hasn't given me any further information about the next one. And, you know, like I explained, because of my schedule, I think that they probably will just kind of bring it up at the time, and then I'll say it on YouTube. And I'll also send out the newsletter. I'll send it in if you're on my mailing list, so you'll get it that way. And then
Jenny.
Yes.
Sorry. This is Lisa. Just one more question. Can you give us the name of the deck you were using at the beginning? Thank you.
It's The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise Jarvie, Jarvie. And it's a beautiful deck. I love this deck. It's really pretty.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Will we get the recording of this?
Yeah. I will edit it and then get the recording out to everybody. Last time I had to send out 109 individual emails. So hopefully this time my scheduling service doesn't, like, everybody was in a group email, and then once it's over, they get rid of all the emails. So I have to, I hope I saved them correctly this time. I'll send it by whatever email address you used when you sign up, that's the email address that the recording will go to. And it'll just be a private YouTube link to my personal channel that I started eons ago that I never, really used, when I thought that I would upload videos of my kids for the family. And then of course I was single with 3 kids, and that never happened. So, all right, everybody who is celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll make another video because the new moon is the 2nd of January. So I'll be on YouTube before New Year's for sure. But thanks so much, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care, Jenny.
Guys, you too.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for letting me in late.
Oh, yeah.